Hey Gemini, welcome back to this space where we connect with divine guidance and let the cards reveal what God has been preparing for you. I want you to get comfortable right now because what I am about to share with you is going to blow your mind, and honestly, it is going to bring you so much relief that you might just feel tears coming up. This reading is specifically for those of you Geminis who have been dealing with a family woman who has caused you years of trouble, spiritual attacks, and just overall chaos in your life. And I am here to tell you that God is removing her. Yes, you heard that right. The removal is happening, and the divine intervention you have been praying for is finally manifesting in your reality. Before we dive into the cards, I just want to say that if you have been feeling exhausted, drained, or like you have been fighting an invisible battle, you are not crazy. There has been someone in your family circle, a woman specifically, who has been working against you, energetically, spiritually, and maybe even physically, in ways that have disrupted your peace. But God sees everything. Every single attack, every manipulation, every lie she has spread, every bit of jealousy she has directed at you. Nothing is hidden from divine eyes. And now, the season of her influence over your life is coming to an end. The Lord is stepping in and saying enough is enough. I pulled 3 cards for you today, and I have to tell you, the moment these cards came out, I felt this overwhelming sense of justice and divine protection washing over the reading. So let us get into what Spirit and God are revealing about this situation and what is coming next for you. The first card I pulled for you, Gemini, is the Star. And oh my goodness, this card right here is telling me that after years of feeling like you were in the dark, dealing with this family woman's negativity and attacks, God is now bringing you into a season of hope, healing, and divine restoration. The star represents that light at the end of the tunnel that you have been desperately seeking. This is not just any light, though. This is the light of God's promises manifesting in your life. You have been through so much with this woman. Maybe she has been talking behind your back, spreading rumors within the family, trying to turn people against you, or even sending you negative energy through jealousy and spite. Some of you might have even felt physical symptoms like unexplained headaches, fatigue, or anxiety whenever you are around her or even just thinking about her. That is how strong her negative energy has been toward you. But here is what the star is revealing. God is washing all of that away. This card shows a woman pouring water, which represents cleansing and renewal. The Lord is cleansing you from every spiritual attack, every curse word spoken over your life, every evil eye that was directed at you. You are being purified and restored to your divine state of peace and clarity. The star also talks about hope and faith, and I feel like God is asking you to hold on to your faith right now, because the breakthrough is closer than you think. You have been praying about this situation, maybe even crying out to God, asking why this woman has so much influence, and why she has been allowed to cause you so much pain. But God has been working behind the scenes, building your testimony, strengthening your spirit, and preparing you for the blessing that is about to come once she is completely removed from your life. The star is also about inspiration and purpose. Once this woman is out of your energy field, you are going to feel like a completely different person. The creativity that she blocked, the opportunities that she somehow always managed to interfere with, the peace that you could never fully access because of her presence, all of that is about to flood back into your life. God is restoring what the enemy stole through her. You are going to feel inspired again, motivated again, alive again. Some of you are going to start new projects, businesses, or creative ventures that have been on hold because this woman's energy was so heavy and draining that you could not focus. But watch what happens in the coming weeks and months. You are going to feel like you can breathe again, and you are going to realize just how much she was weighing you down. I also want to point out that the star comes after the Tower in the tarot deck, which means it represents the calm and healing after a major upheaval or destruction. This tells me that God had to allow things to crumble in certain ways so that this woman's true nature could be revealed. Maybe there was a big family blow-up recently, or a situation where her mask finally slipped and people started seeing who she really is. God has been exposing her, and now that the truth is out, the healing can begin. You do not need to defend yourself anymore. You do not need to prove anything to anyone. The star says that your innocence and your light are shining through, and people are starting to see the truth. Trust that God is handling this situation in ways you cannot even see yet. The removal is not just physical. It is spiritual, energetic, and permanent. The second card that came out for you is the Hierophant, and wow, this card is so powerful in this context because it represents divine authority, spiritual wisdom, and God's judgment over this situation. The Hierophant is like the ultimate spiritual teacher and authority figure, and in this reading, it is showing me that God himself is stepping in as the judge and jury in this situation. This family woman thought she could keep getting away with her behavior, but the Hierophant says that divine law is being enforced now. There are spiritual consequences for the harm she has caused you, and God is making sure that justice is served. The Hierophant often represents tradition, family structures, and moral codes. This card is showing me that this woman has violated sacred family bonds and spiritual principles. Maybe she pretended to be religious or spiritual herself. Maybe she even used faith as a weapon against you, quoting scripture or acting holier than thou while secretly working against you. But God sees through all of that. The Hierophant is revealing that her false spirituality and manipulative behavior are being called out by the highest authority. You cannot fool God, and you cannot escape divine justice. What she has done to you is being weighed in the spiritual courts, and the verdict is in her favor. No more. I am also getting that the Hierophant represents you seeking spiritual guidance and support during this difficult time. Maybe you have been going to church more, praying harder, seeking counsel from spiritual mentors or trusted advisors. This card is confirmation that those prayers have been heard. Every single tear you cried, every moment you got on your knees and asked God to intervene, every time you chose the high road when you could have retaliated, all of that has been recorded in heaven. The Hierophant says that your faithfulness is being rewarded. You stayed true to your values even when this woman tried to drag you down to her level. You refused to engage in her drama and gossip even when it was tempting. You kept your integrity intact, and now God is honoring that. The Hierophant also talks about learning important spiritual lessons through difficult experiences. As painful as this situation has been, it has taught you so much about spiritual warfare, boundaries, discernment, and the importance of protecting your energy. You have learned who you can trust and who you cannot. You have learned that just because someone is family does not mean they have your best interest at heart. These are hard lessons, but they are making you wiser and stronger. God has been using this woman's attacks to refine you, to burn away anything in you that was not aligned with your highest good. You are emerging from this fire purified and powerful. The Hierophant says that you are stepping into your own spiritual authority now. You are no longer the victim of this woman's schemes. You are a warrior who has been through the trenches and came out victorious. This card is also telling me that there might be some formal or official element to her removal. Maybe there will be a family meeting where things finally come to a head. Maybe someone in a position of authority within the family structure will finally speak up and set boundaries with her. Or maybe she will simply remove herself because she can no longer stand being around your elevated energy. However it happens, the Hierophant says it will have a sense of finality and authority to it. This is not a temporary separation. This is God saying that her season of access to you is over. The third and final card I pulled for you, Gemini, is the Ace of Wands, and I literally got chills when this card came out because it represents a brand new beginning full of passion, inspiration, creativity, and divine fire. The Ace of Wands is the spark of God's creative power entering your life. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes energy. After everything this woman put you through, after all the attacks and obstacles, God is handing you a fresh start that is so powerful and exciting that you are going to forget all about the pain she caused. The Ace of Wands represents new opportunities, new projects, new passions, and a renewed sense of purpose. Some of you are going to start a business that has been on your heart for years. Some of you are going to finally pursue that creative project or hobby that brings you joy. Some of you are going to step into a new role or position that feels aligned with your true calling. Whatever it is, the Ace of Wands says that God is lighting a fire under you and giving you the energy, motivation, and courage to go after what you really want. And the beautiful thing is that this woman will have nitrogen monoxide access to this new chapter of your life. She will not be able to interfere, sabotage, or drain your energy anymore, because God is creating such a clear separation between you and her. I am also seeing with the Ace of Wands that this new beginning is going to come quickly and unexpectedly. Aces represent gifts from God, sudden opportunities, and divine timing. You might wake up one day soon and just know that something has shifted. You are going to feel lighter, freer, more excited about life than you have felt in years. That is the moment you will realize that her energy is truly gone from your life. The Ace of Wands is also a very masculine, assertive energy, which tells me that you are going to feel more confident and empowered to take action on your dreams. For so long, this woman's negativity made you doubt yourself, second-guess your decisions, and stay small to avoid her jealousy. But those days are over. The Ace of Wands says you are stepping into your power, and you are not afraid to shine anymore. This card is also about spiritual awakening and connecting with your divine purpose. God is showing you that you are here for a reason, and that reason has nothing to do with dealing with toxic family members. You have important work to do in this world, gifts to share, people to help, and a legacy to build. The removal of this woman is clearing the path for you to walk in your true calling. The Ace of Wands is God's way of saying, I am giving you everything you need to succeed and thrive. Trust me, step out in faith, and watch me open doors that no one can shut. I also want to mention that wands are the suit of fire, passion, and spirit. This tells me that you are going to feel spiritually recharged in a way you have not felt in a long time. Your connection with God is going to deepen. Your intuition is going to sharpen. You are going to start receiving clear guidance and signs that confirm you are on the right path. The spiritual attacks that clouded your discernment and made you feel confused or blocked are being lifted. You are stepping into a season of spiritual clarity and power. The enemy tried to use this woman to dim your light, but God is turning up your voltage to levels that will not only illuminate your own path, but inspire others as well. That's a Gemini. Here is what I want you to take away from this reading. God is removing this family woman who has caused you years of trouble and spiritual attacks. The star is bringing you healing, hope, and restoration. The Hierophant is bringing divine justice and spiritual authority to the situation. And the Ace of Wands is bringing you a brand new beginning full of passion, purpose, and possibility. This is your season of liberation. This is your season of breakthrough. This is your season to finally live in the peace and joy that God always intended for you. I want you to pray about this situation and thank God in advance for the removal and the blessing that is coming. Do not focus on her or what she is doing. Keep your eyes on God and on the new chapter that is opening up for you. Forgive her, not because she deserves it, but because you deserve to be free from the weight of bitterness and resentment. Let God handle the justice part. Your job is to walk forward in faith, embrace the new beginning, and shine your light Without apology. If this reading resonated with you, drop a comment and let me know. Tell me if you have been dealing with this type of family situation and how you are feeling about this message. I am praying for every single one of you Geminis. You have been through so much, but your breakthrough is here. God bless you.